Okay, in the last video, we programmed drums and did some textural stuff, and now we're ready to do a quick mix of this composition. We're going to start off with these vocals. So I'm actually going to solo them, and we can just listen to them isolated. So here's the chain below where I'm going to drop all my effects, and I'm going to start by throwing an auto filter on it. So this is one of my favorite effects. It's just kind of useful in a lot of ways. You can see as I move this circle around, kind of get a different effect going on. So I'm going to put it around here. I just want it to basically sound like it's underwater. And then I'm going to throw a beat repeat on it, which is another one of my favorite audio effects. And I'm going to pitch this down 3 steps. So the repeated note, you can hear it is 3 steps down. And I'm also going to change the grid to 1/24th. And just throw this up here, a little bit more decay. So you can hear da, 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 da. Actually, no, that's 16th. Here we go. Should be da, 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 da. So now that's hearing the meter in 12/8. So we've heard it in 4/4, 3/4, and now 12/8. Everything together again now. All right, so now I'm gonna finally address this snare drum. So I'll launch the clip. I want to affect this as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this EQ8, and I'm going to filter out pretty much all the highs. I want to give it this like ambient field sound, and you can see most of the frequencies are actually in this area anyway, so I'm not really the meat of it is still present. Now what I'm going to do is open the sends and the returns here so you can see them. On return A, I've got a reverb on it, and what I'm going to do is just send reverb to every single track that I think needs it. So let's add some to the drums here. Reverb's everybody's best friend. I'm going to add a lot to the vocal. Turn it up a little bit. I'll add it to these O's and we'll hear this. Great. Now I'm going to solo the vocal track, and we'll just take a look at this. And I'm also going to solo the second return B here, so we can hear what's happening. And I'll just turn send B up so you can hear the delay. So something I really like to do is to kind of carve out the sound of the delay. I don't want this kind of verbatim, redundant signal being sent. I want to create a new sound. So on the delay itself, I'm going to take an EQ3, which is kind of like a DJ EQ, or what you'd find on a traditional DJ mixer. And I'm going to filter out all the highs and all the lows. So the only thing we're going to hear are the mids. And if I turn send B back up again, you can hear that it's kind of got this telephone effect to it. And now I've got this new sound that's trailing my original vocal. It's also like hearing yourself back when you're speaking on the telephone. It's difficult to talk to you and listen to that at the same time. So I'll turn it back up when the time comes to do that. And I'm also going to add a bunch of reverb to my lead vocal too. Give it some ambiance, which I will turn down again until it becomes time to perform. So I'm opening up this drum kit now, and I'm going to pan the drums around. I want to give some kind of dimension left to right ish-ness to it. All right. Especially those hats. So now we've got a spread for the drums as well. So now we're ready to perform, and I'll see you in the next video for the performance.